Hi Internet, this is Ada, and this is how I edit using the new program Movavi. I just want to make this video to show where I am. I'm still a novice, but I wanted to catalog what I know. So this is what it looks like. I'm still getting familiar with everything. So in a minute, I'm going to drag over a file or a video that I'm going to edit. It's also on my page. It's about the outfit that I bought in Guild Wars 2. And here I'm showing my little mouse. There are two bars. One is for the sound and one is for the video. The scaling will change the time ticks. I don't know what they're called. And basically, it can go from like every 30 seconds to every 3 seconds to make it easier. Now, here I'm isolating the audio because I don't really have any. I don't really need it. I like doing voiceover like I am right now. I pushed a convenient little record volume button. See, you can see the timing, and I'm just going through all the little things. I don't know what, equalizer does yet. I haven't really needed it. So I'm going to push play, and you can add a title over your screen, or you can make it have its own like background. So I'm basically looking for a good title. This is me zooming in so you can see all the different titles. I have it on basic. There are a lot. Now I am going to try to stay consistent with if I make like a series, just to zoom it. So you just drag it over, and as you can see, it is now considered like a own video, so it gets its black. You just click in, and you can type in whatever you want. You do have to come up with a name. So that's what this screen is showing, how long it might take. Because, titles are important. I tried to mess around with like an RNG kind of thing, but I ended up changing it, as you'll see in a minute, to what I eventually called Bram's outfit. Okay, so here I'm showing how to do a little zoom in with the mini. I took a still picture. I added a little tiny loop. It looks like a loop. Has a circle on one side, a arrow pointing in one direction, and then another circle. So it zooms out. In this case, it's the little garm. You can change how long it is. Okay, now it's very weird to edit you editing another video. Is so strange. So see this little arrow? So you can kind of change it to where it will zoom out automatically and will stop wherever you do your cuts. I'm not sure how to carry that over because I definitely would have preferred having it zoomed in to see all of the dye. Oh, this is how I cut. See? I don't ramble on. So cutting. Okay, so you cut. Right next to the trash can icon is a little scissors. I usually pause and I double check. You want the selection to be on the one that you want to actually cut. If you don't, you can always do Control Z for undo. So I'm just previewing the outfit. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a zoom in. And here I'm cutting out me moving what is in my inventory, because you guys don't need to see all of that. And that's one of my biggest problems. I have to re-click on, then cut. Yeah. And this is me just having fun showing that you can add a little scroll. Okay, so I moved all of the outfit out to give to my character very easily. I am now previewing the dye. I don't need to show that either. So this is the secret thing that I had. I took the dye that I used and I put it on my Griffin, and I went and flew around outside of the airship. I'm going to be working on that video later. I decided to put this in here to show, you know, like what I cut and kind of show what else I'm going to be working on. It's so pretty. Okay, so let's go back to the actual editing of the video. I use the little scroll. It's that little orange color, and I usually end up just scrolling it back. Okay, so here's me editing. So I push play. I'm like, I don't need to have all this. I cut this out. I right click and delete. So that goes all of that footage, at least in this one, about flying around. So here I am going to add some bubble text. Now to add a bubble text, you first need to add a picture. So here's me, you know, I edited all this out to just do the selfies. And you can see I have some different selfie pictures. You kind of have to, that's my minion when I was in Living Story. And, you know, I name all of mine. I do the, you know, star, and I choose this one, and you drag it out, and you can do it as long as you need. You can change that later, and basically I want to do the bubbles, so I have to figure out which bubble I want, and then once you drag it on top of, you're in that text part, just like there's the video part, or there's the volume or voiceover, and then there's the actual picture. So this is, because it's in the text part, it will go over whatever picture you have. So unlike Word, I'm so used to Word, I'm seeing like the, you know, the little hand. I think of it as grab. I always try to go to like the corner, and then you can drag out that little dot, and I'm like, this doesn't really work. Let's do it on the other side. And then you have to drag your text over, and then you can kind of manipulate them independently. I go through, you know, you can change the font. Unlike Word, you can't preview it, so you do have to select it to figure out which one you want. It's a pretty good system. Sizes are great. They do have a lot of options, you know. I was thinking about doing something that said like RNG, loot box. I end up getting rid of it. So this is what I found out. So say you have all these bubbles and you're not going to change the location of the bubble. You can do a copy, but you definitely want to scroll up. And so here I am. I'm making sure that there's always words. And you can change the color of the text in your bubble or anywhere. And this is me saying Ada out.